Hello everyone and welcome to the Week 28 edition of Instant Replay, where I give you my take on the most controversial calls of the weekend. I'm Simon Borg. We start in New England and the 5th minute double whammy that hit the revolution. Red card to goalkeeper Matt Reese and a penalty kick for visiting Montreal. It's clear as crystal, folks. Reese trips up Marco Di Vaio, who I contend would have gotten to that ball. Patrice Bernier scores against the substitute keeper Bobby Shuttleworth. Then, in the 30th minute, the Impact got another PK. Here too, referee Soren Stoica gets it right. Jose Gonçalves takes down Felipe Martins. No-brainer. Bernier says, thank you very much. Now to Kansas City, where Sporting also benefited from an early PK. Here too, no doubt about it. Crew midfielder Will Trapp with the rookie move, sticking out his leg to halt Benny Feilhaber's slalom in the box. Referee Jose Carlos Rivero calls it, and Claudio Bieler slots it home. But in the 73rd minute, I thought Rivero could have whistled another PK, this one in favor of the Columbus Crew. This time it's Bernardo Anor weaving through the box, and Orien Collen mistimes his tackle and clips him. That's a penalty to me. Rivero doesn't call it. A spot kick of the stone-cold variety was awarded by referee Eladio Grajeda in Seattle. Bakary Soumare uses his left arm to deflect the ball before John Kennedy Hurtado could get to it. But Soumare is bailed out by his goalkeeper Sean Johnson, who saves the attempt by Osvaldo Alonso. Could the Sounders have had another one in the 67th minute? Obafemi Martins goes down on this challenge by Chicago's Alex, but this is actually a great no call by Grajeda. You see, Alex's foot is planted well before Martins tries his spinneroo. He's not trying to make an attempt for the ball when Martins decides to go down. Great no call by Grajeda. Staying in Cascadia, and a tackle that was really on the edge by Portland captain Will Johnson. He comes flying in, his studs are exposed, and he gets a piece of the ball, but he also gets a good chunk of Reggie Lamb. I think this is right on the borderline, and although I would have shown at least a yellow, I can see how referee Armando Villarreal also let them play on. In the end, Will Johnson did not get a yellow for that, but he did receive a caution just moments later for protesting the distance of the wall on this Timbers free kick. And it's a funny scene. You see the Portland Timbers captain measuring the distance of the wall, and he claims it's 8 yards instead of 10. Villarreal doesn't appreciate what's now been a lengthy protest by Johnson and hands him a yellow for his troubles. Should the Timbers have had a PK in the 57th minute? Jose Valencia takes a shot inside the box, and the ball does hit the right hand of Toronto defender Stephen Caldwell. But he just didn't have time to react. That's ball to hand in my opinion. Good no call. One play to look at in Houston, where the Red Bulls were 4-1 winners over the Dynamo. On this long ball by Bobby Boswell, it looks like Cam Weaver is in fact offside. Good call by assistant referee Jonathan Johnson, who raises the flag. There were shouts for an elbow in Chivas versus DC. It's the 14th minute, and DC's Nick De Leon looks like he raises his elbow to make contact with Brian De La Fuente. Now, De Leon doesn't cock his elbow, and he is shielding the ball, so I'm inclined to agree with referee Mark Kadlicek, who let play continue. Another good call by Kadlicek in the 26th minute. You see this shot by Carlos Alvarez, and it goes off the arm of defender Ethan White. No chance for a PK there. White has his arm tucked into his body. Ball to hand. Lastly, to San Jose, and the second yellow card shown by referee Fotis Bazakos to Rafael Baca for this very dangerous tackle in the 57th minute on Connor Casey. Hard to argue this. Baca was late, his studs were showing, and he goes in with excessive force. Very similar to the Will Johnson tackle, which I also would have hit with a yellow, although this one by Baca was even grounds for a red card to me. So the Quakes were down to 10 men, but they still had 3 penalty kick shouts before the final whistle. First, in the 64th minute, Shea Salinas pokes in a cross, and it looks like Union captain Brian Carroll extends his right arm to block the ball. The replays, though, seem to indicate that it may have come off his chest first and then his arm. If that's the case, then it's a good no call. We cannot tell for sure. Just 2 minutes later, the Quakes wanted another penalty after Cordell Cato is given a hip check by Shannon Williams in the box. I have no doubts about this one. Looked like a foul to me. No call from Bazakos. And one last PK appeal in the 77th minute, when the Quakes wanted a handball called this time on Jeff Park. Don't get a good look at it, but it seems like Park had time to react, and if there was a deliberate handball, then assistant Peter Majkowski should have gotten a good look at it. We give him the benefit of the doubt. He had the best look. And so there you have it, arguably the cleanest weekend of the year from an officiating standpoint. That's all we have for now. For editor John Benton, I'm Simon Borg. See you next time.